What's up, YouTube? We're in the office, obviously. I'm going to show you some stuff that I worked on last night while other videos were loading. Man, it takes videos forever to load from the shop. And there's a reason why. There's a good reason why. So, when you have a home computer and home internet connection, you don't have to pay out the ass for upload and download speed. It just all kind of gets worked into your deal with whatever company you're using. Now, when you have a business account with any service provider, they make you pay extra for good upload and download speed. So download speed is not that bad here. It's at 6 megs. That's not bad. The upload speed is absolutely horrendous. It's less than 1 meg. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. The only problem is that obviously I film all my videos here at the shop, and so that means that I like to download them here, and I'm here a lot anyway, so I really don't have time to take things home and upload them to YouTube from my house where I have way better upload speed. So unfortunately I'm stuck with uploading videos from here, and they take 6-7 hours to upload. So it is what it is, but we get by, right? Yeah. So, without further ado, let's look at some stuff. So, this little case action right here, this is what we're gonna do the pretiums in, actually. So it is it's a case with foam in it that I can't open with one hand. We had this foam custom cut just for us, and it is gonna fit a whole bunch of different knives. So this is obviously not a pretium. I've shown this video as it is, this knife in video as it has progressed, and now it is finally finished. And so we're going to walk through it real quick so you can see it, because I like this knife a lot. So it is silver lightning strike carbon fiber. You notice I've put this on a lot of knives lately, is because I really like it, and I'd really like it if it focused. That would be radical. Here, let's see if we can give it a little adjustment here. Sometimes that's all it takes. Yep, there it is. I think it's lovely. Much nicer to work with than regular lightning strike carbon fiber that has the copper wire in it. This wire is aluminum, and the aluminum bonds much better in the epoxy than the copper does. So it's not pokey, and it gets much smoother. So I'm a big fan of that, and I have quite a bit of it. That's why I keep using it. The bolster on this is titanium. I did put a liner in this. Theoretically, it's a liner. It's almost thick enough to be a frame. I mean, not a frame, a standalone. It's pretty thick. It's a 0.1. Pretty thick stuff. But that's just the way I like it. I hate liner locks, so to satisfy my own displeasure with liner locks, I make liner locks out of really thick stuff, so they're as least linerly as possible, and they're almost more like frame. Speaking of frame locks, the lock side is titanium as well. Oh, they were both orange peeled, and it's got all the usual stuff. I did a crazy lock bar cut on this one. Actually, way before I saw Jeff Tough Thumbs' video with the cool lock bar cutout that he has on the Tuftanix. But Jeff and I just think alike. It's really scary. I mean, we could probably finish each other's sentences. I think you'd agree with that, right, Tough? Yeah. It's scary. It's freakish. So we got a lock bar stabilizer, officially licensed. I'm required to say that whenever I talk about it. The steel lock bar insert, Hoback rolling detent, obviously bearing assisted flipper, M390 steel with awesomeness written all over it. Did I write that on there? Awesomeness? No, I did not. That's a joke, people, for God's sakes. Did some thumb studs on this guy. I wouldn't call this a true stone wash because it's not really a stone wash. It's a bead blast and tumble. Because when I do a stone wash, I usually shake it by hand, so it gets very what's the word I'm looking for? Very beat to hell, right? So they're very noticeable, like scratches and highlights in it. With the tumble finish, it's not. It's much more subdued, much more subtle, and more uniform as well. The whole entire knife was satin finished prior to that, so you can actually look in, and then you can actually see the satin finish within that finish. So there's like 3 different finishes on this blade, and so it's kind of a nice look. Also, a little strip of chromium in there. Just added that in there for kicks, right? Because no, that's sometimes it happens. The heat treat that I use, the austenizing temperature is very, very high. So you get a little bit of bonding going on sometimes, and the natural affinity of chromium to chromium. Sometimes it leaches out of the foil wrap and goes onto the blade steel, and it's quite permanent. Yeah, I've this whole thing was satin finished beforehand, and it still didn't get that off. I've even gone so far as on some other knives to regrind the blade, and it still remained. It's real cool. Not. But it is, it's unique. Custom knife. Not going to get that anywhere else. Doesn't do anything to the blade, trust me. Still a hell of a knife. Oh, good flick. Good flick. There we go. Flip it like a man. Is that glittery? I'm sorry, that's glittery. I like this knife a lot. It's a 4-inch blade. Wide. Well over an inch wide. Close to 1.5 inches. Yeah. Sweet. I like this knife a lot. Not a blade shape that I do a ton of. But it is a cool blade shape. You'll see a lot more of this blade shape. Not because I decided to do a whole lot of knives, because I have a lot of knives on my order list that have that blade shape in it, because y'all like that. So, it's a sweet knife. It's a cool case. I liked it a lot. What else we got sitting here? We got that's Pretium number 1. That's the blade for it. That's what it came out of heat treat looking like. Sometimes you get crazy stuff happening. I thought it was kind of cool, so I figured I'd show you. Interesting. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. All right, camera's about to die, so I'm not going to pontificate. I'm just going to throw that camera. Wow. Yeah, these hands make your knives. It's amazing I'm not dead yet. No, the camera's slippery. Hands are calloused, whatever. But, yeah, I got nothing else to tell you. I'm not going to philosophize or anything like that. So, obviously there'll be more videos forthcoming. All kinds of crazy stuff about to happen in the shop here. It's going to get nuts. Absolutely nuts. I will see you later, YouTube.